Thanks, Gordon. President Obama's new general is now on the ground in Afghanistan, but there are still plenty of doubts for the war. And as John Jessup reports, some of those doubts are causing a fallout within the GOP.
General David Petraeus now assumes command.
At his change of command ceremony, Petraeus warned that this is a tough fight and that it may get more intense before it gets better. But he also demonstrated resolve, saying we are in it to win.
We must demonstrate to the people and to the Taliban that Afghan and ISAF forces are here to safeguard the Afghan people and that we are in this to win. That is our clear objective.
His focus will be fighting al-Qaeda and the Taliban and protecting the Afghan people so that the Afghan government can stand on its own. Washington, from the administration to Capitol Hill, is putting its hope in General Petraeus, thinking he can replicate his success in improving security there, just like he did in Iraq back in 2007. And some are already giving him leeway.
I said to General Petraeus today, don't hesitate, please, to make the case to the Commander-in-Chief, to Congress, if you feel it's justified that you actually need more troops, more American troops here in the short run so that we can win here and not stretch this out over the long run.
But not everyone is as optimistic. Republican Chairman Michael Steele is trying to keep his job after comments caught on YouTube saying this is Obama's war, calling it unwinnable.
For a chairman of the party to articulate that point of view, to advance that point of view, is indefensible.
Mr. Steele is going to have to assess as to whether he can still lead the Republican Party.
John Jessup, CBN News, Washington.
July 4th was a special day for many people to celebrate freedom as new U.S. citizens. In Massachusetts, 27 new U.S. citizens from 20 different countries took their oath on board the USS Constitution, the nation's oldest commissioned warship. About 3,800 people across the country became U.S. citizens on Independence Day. 300 members of the armed forces took their oath in San Diego. And on the front lines of freedom in Iraq, this group of U.S. soldiers became citizens of the country they've already been serving. The oil spill is keeping tourists away from parts of the Gulf this holiday weekend, and that's ruining what is normally the busiest season for many business owners. The U.S. Coast Guard is trying to clean up the oil spill, but business owners say it's too late for this holiday. A large skimmer has been put in place. It's supposed to take in 20 million gallons of oil a day. The tanker could be siphoning the oil as early as next week. Spain's new abortion law takes effect today. It allows unrestricted abortions in the first 14 weeks of pregnancy. Hundreds of protesters rallied outside the capital in Madrid to challenge the law. It allows girls as young as 16 to have abortions without parental consent. The conservative Popular Party has filed an appeal arguing the new law is unconstitutional. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton arrived in Georgia today, telling the country the U.S. is ready to help achieve peace. The Russian military invaded Georgia 2 years ago, looking to regain its influence in the region. Clinton encouraged Georgia to concentrate on economic development and democracy building, and said Georgia should avoid being baited or provoked by Russia. CBN World Reach launches a new season of its popular global program, Turning Point International, this week. For the first time since it debuted in 1997, the program will have a new host. He is Nigerian-born Muyiwa Olarewaju. He is a well-known worship leader, singer, and award-winning Christian radio host in the United Kingdom. Turning Point will feature personal testimonies. The weekly program will be broadcast in 15 countries in Africa, as well as the Caribbean and Europe. You can find more information about this program and others at cbn.com/worldreach.